Welcome to the Share module of the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training. This training module highlights the idea that the trust, friendship, and love shared by two people are at the heart of a meaningful, enduring couple relationship. Share is about who a couple becomes together and how they grow in love together. For more information about Share, review Fact Sheet 1, listed on the website below, as well as the original chapter, Share, Developing and Maintaining Your Friendship, authored by Sean Brotherson, James Marshall, Dave Schramm, and Ted Futris, and published in the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Model. As we review what Share looks like in relationships, several tools and fact sheets have been developed to help you teach these concepts with your clients. Some of these tools will be referenced later on. If you haven't already printed these materials, you can access them on the website using the links below. Note that page 1 of each tool provides instructions for you to follow as you use the tools with clients. Page 2 can be copied and shared with clients as you see fit. Pause the video to review the fact sheets and tools. When you are ready, press play to continue. Share is focused on couple interactions. It emphasizes what couples can do together to build positivity in their relationship. Strong friendship should be the foundation of all committed couple relationships. Obviously, romance is important too, but romance tends to fluctuate, whereas friendship bonds are steady and increase over time. It is also important to keep co-parenting relationships in mind. Couple relationships might end, but the parenting relationship continues. It can be difficult to establish a cooperative relationship with one's ex-partner. However, parents need to understand the benefits of working together to meet children's needs and also recognize the negative impact of continued hostility on children. For their children's sake, parents need to establish a different type of relationship, one focused on their children instead of problems they had as a couple. Parents need to ask themselves, what are the children's needs, and how can we work together to ensure those needs are met? Strong friendships require a foundation built on couples spending meaningful time together, finding ways to build their couple identity, and nurturing positive interactions. Let's take a closer look at how each of these elements affects friendship. First, it is difficult to build a friendship without spending meaningful time together. Being together gives couples an opportunity to get to know each other, develop and nurture fondness for each other, and show appreciation and affection. Many couples do have successful long-distance relationships, but these couples have to find other ways to nurture their friendship and stay connected when face-to-face. Direct interaction is not possible. Many things can distract couples from spending time together. Examples include the demands of work, the needs of children, hobbies, and television, and other entertainments. Because of all the possible distractions, it is important that couples plan to spend time together. The intentionality of making time is based on what was addressed in the Choose module. What are some suggestions you could give couples? Couples are frequently encouraged to have regular date night, but many assume this means they have to spend money and an entire evening away from home. This isn't true. A date could be as simple as making a special dinner together at home, going for a walk, or spending half an hour talking after the kids are put to bed. What matters most is that the couple makes a plan to spend time together and sticks to that plan. To help your couples find ways they like to spend time together, consider using Share tool number 1, Ways We Like to Share, provided below. Feel free to pause the video now to review this tool. When you are ready, press play to continue. The second key element of building friendship is to establish a couple identity. This is about deciding who two people are as a couple and defining their relationship, establishing a sense of we-ness. In a healthy relationship, each partner maintains an individual identity, but strong couple relationships are also characterized by a sense of shared meaning and identity as a couple. Partners can work together to develop their identity by paying attention to the values and goals that they have in common. For example, couples involved with the child welfare system might share the goal of establishing a safe, healthy home. Couples might also have financial goals, such as buying a home, or educational goals like a college degree. Traditions and rituals are another source of couple identity. Meaningful traditions and rituals can range from a family's holiday activities to the everyday routine of getting ready for bed. These types of activities set the family apart and remind family members that this is who we are. Finally, couple identity is built through shared activities. Perhaps they have activities they already like to do together, such as camping, going hunting or fishing, watching television, or playing sports. Other times, learning a new skill together is a great way for a couple to spend time together and build their shared identity. To help your couples build their couple identity, consider using share tool number 3, building a couple identity, or share tool number 4, couple rituals and traditions, provided below. Feel free to pause the video now to review these tools. When you are ready, press play to continue. The third key element of building couple friendships is nurturing positive interactions. This requires strong, positive communication skills. We will spend a little more time talking about this element than the first two. Good communication is central to friendship and positive interactions. The amount of interaction a couple has is not nearly as important as the quality of that interaction. A smile and a hug, or a cutting remark and an angry stare all combine to build up or tear down a relationship. It's not the amount of talking that determines the quality of a friendship, but rather how satisfied partners are with each other's messages. Each partner must feel valued. Sending positive messages is only one part of fostering positive interactions, however. Partners must also be skilled at receiving messages. Active listening is the skill of hearing a speaker while simultaneously conveying the message, "I hear you." In the Manage module, we explore ways to teach skills to promote open communications and active listening. Positive communication also requires understanding verbal and nonverbal messages. Think how you react when you receive an email or text written in all caps. What do you think? Some might be taken aback and perceive the person is yelling, even if that wasn't the sender's intent. The volume, tone, and pace of speech are all examples of nonverbal communication. Other examples of nonverbals include facial expressions, gestures, and body language, touch, and the direction of gazing. Some people are more skilled than others at interpreting nonverbals. Research has shown that people who tend to interpret a neutral facial expression as a display of anger are more likely to be violent themselves. Learning to correctly interpret nonverbals is an essential skill to fostering positive interactions. How we communicate and interact with each other can also be influenced by filters. Filters affect what we say, as well as how we interpret what we hear. Effective communication is more likely when people are in a good mood and are aware of their communication style. There are several different types of filters. First, distractions can act as filters, affecting the way we interpret what another person is saying. Some distractions are internal, such as feeling tired or stressed. Other distractions are external, such as a crying baby or a bad phone connection. A person's emotional state is another important filter. Remember this acronym, HALT. This stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Communication is more difficult when any of these are present. When we are in a good mood, we communicate better than when we are upset or feeling down. We are also more likely to give others the benefit of the doubt and to perceive what they are saying positively. A third filter involves preconceived beliefs and expectations. People tend to see or hear what they expect to see or hear in others and in certain situations. If a couple has had a history of feeling unheard or misunderstood, they may approach conversations with the anticipation that this pattern will continue. This may be reflected in not just what they say, but also their nonverbals, thus setting the tone for the conversation. Everyone has a unique way of communicating. It is important for partners to recognize these differences in style, because misinterpreting what a person said often leads to misunderstandings. Self-protection is another common filter, especially among people who have experienced a lot of stress or crisis in their lives. For example, individuals who may have been burned in a previous relationship might be less likely to openly express their feelings and needs due to a fear of rejection. If one partner is holding back, this can hamper a couple from really getting to know each other. In these cases, partners might need help finding ways to talk about these problems and moving past it to build trust in current or future relationships. Positive interactions are also facilitated when we respond positively to bids for connection. Bids for connection are attempts to create a connection between two people. Their purpose is to keep the relationship moving forward in a positive direction. Individuals constantly make bids to their partners for affection, attention, and help throughout the day. How a partner chooses to respond is often what separates happy couples from unhappy couples. There are 3 ways to respond to a person's bid for connection: turning away, turning against, and turning toward. First, turning away involves ignoring the person's bid for connection entirely and continuing to do whatever the person was doing. Turning against uses the person's bid for connection as an opportunity to attack or criticize. If the partner ignores or turns against, the person making the bid might be less likely to make similar bids in the future. Turning toward, on the other hand, gives positive feedback to the other person. It conveys the message that they were heard, they are important, and it encourages them to continue to be open and share thoughts and feelings in the future. Think about families you work with. How could you integrate the idea of bids for connection in your work? One way might be to teach through example. Model and demonstrate each type of response, and talk about how it feels to have someone turn away, turn against, and turn toward us. You can also help clients think about how they react to their children's bids. Children make frequent bids for connection, and the way parents respond has a big impact. Share tool number 2, bids for connection, can be helpful to you in teaching clients to notice and respond to each other's bids for connection. To review this tool, pause the video. When you are ready to continue, press play to advance to the next slide. Let's take a moment to consider how share could be applied with a couple. If you have completed the Know or Manage modules, then you are already familiar with the Johnson family. If not, take a look at the family genogram on the slide to familiarize yourself with the family. As we take a look at this next clip, think about some of the concepts and tools covered in this module and how they may apply to Victoria, Sean, and their children.
Yeah. Whatever. Look, I gotta go. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Yeah. Love you too. Bye. Great.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not okay. Have a seat.
Yeah, what's going on? You want to talk about it?
Sean, the same as usual. I just got off the phone with him and he's not coming to our meeting. Seems like he's more concerned about his freedom than trying to make us work as a family.
That sounds discouraging.
Yeah, we were talking about the case plan and, meeting with you today, and then he just decided that he didn't want to come. I don't know, are you sure we're making the right decision? Trying to make this thing work is not easy,
Couples often talk about their individual and relationship goals. Oftentimes, there are some that remain unspoken. Both types of goals are important and are easier to achieve when couples can support each other in achieving those goals. Victoria wants Sean to step up in terms of co-parenting, and Sean wants Victoria to ease up so that he can spend more time with his friends. When couples have different values, goals, and aspirations, they may have more relationship problems because they're looking at the relationship and its future from different perspectives. Yeah, that's a tough one. But Sean does say that he loves you and the children, and he seems committed to making the relationship work. He wants to be a good father to the children and a good partner to you. It may just take him a little time. This is all kind of new to him. You've been a consistent parent.
Yeah, but
it's going to take him a little time.
Even with Sean in the picture, I still feel like a single parent. I get all stressed out just thinking about all the shifts I've got to work next week, and I've got to make arrangements for the kids. Jade's got band practice. Orlando's got to be picked up by 6. God, if Sean would just understand, it wouldn't be so hard.
Yeah, that's tough. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know.
Well, the last time we met, both of you were going to work individually on your relationship goals. Are your goals compatible?
Mm-hmm.
Did you complete your worksheet?
Yeah, I've got those for you.
So maybe we should take a look at that.
Okay, I'll go get them.
Okay, great, thanks.
Angela, the child welfare professional, had previously given Victoria a worksheet to help Victoria and Sean see if their goals are compatible. Besides that tool, what other tools do you think would be helpful for Sean and Victoria's relationship? Think about your clients, too. Are there some individuals and couples with whom you could share some of the tools and fact sheets in this module? If you haven't already taken a look at the other tools and fact sheets in this module, take some time now to do so. To view the tools, pause the video now and click the links on the website below. After you have reviewed the other tools, press play to continue. In closing, a stable and lasting friendship is central to how most couples define what kind of relationship they want and why the relationship is valued. Strong couples develop and maintain friendship over time by scheduling meaningful time together, finding common interest in activities, creating couple traditions and rituals, working towards common goals, nurturing positive interactions, sending clear and positive messages, turning toward partners' bids for connection, and envisioning themselves as a team.
Congratulations, you have completed Module 6, Share. Please proceed with Module 7, Manage, which focuses on dealing with disagreements and conflict in healthy ways. If you have any questions about this training or these modules, contact Dr. David Schramm from the University of Missouri or Dr. Ted Futris from the University of Georgia. Their contact information is provided on the right panel.